like the one you can see behind me now. I'm sure some of you are probably wondering, why 9 candles? Well, that's because at sunset on the first night of Hanukkah, we actually light 2 candles. The center candle, which is called the shamash, and the candle furthest to the right. The shamash is the servant candle. It serves as a reminder for each of us to be a light, shining into a dark world. Now at sunset on the second night of Hanukkah, we light the shamash and the next 2 candles, and so on and so forth until the 8th night, when all of the candles are lit and burning bright. Light the first of 8 tonight, furthest candle to the right. Light the first and second too, when tomorrow's day is through. Then light 3 and then light 4. Every dusk light 1 candle more, till all 8 burn bright and high, honoring a day gone by. Now, in my family, like so many other families around the world, our tradition is always to exchange gifts immediately after lighting the candles. My parents would always give us kids the biggest presents on the first and the last nights. The nights in between are for, I guess you could say smaller presents, school supplies, clothes, and yes, the extra fancy pair of socks. I'd always have to hide my disappointment on sock nights. But we would also get some of the Hanukkah staples, chocolate coins called gelt, oh, and of course, dreidels. Now, a dreidel, for those of you who don't know, is a 4-sided spinning top. On each side is a Hebrew letter, Nun, Gimel, A, and Shin. My brothers and sisters and I would each put some of our Hanukkah gelt into a pot, and then, one at a time, we'd spin the dreidel. Now, if the dreidel lands on Nun, you get none. If it lands on Shin, it's actually even worse. You have to add another of your chocolate coins to the pot. But if it lands on Hay, you get half the chocolate coins in the pot. And if you're lucky enough for it to land on Gimel, you get all the chocolate in the world! Yeah! No, you don't get all the chocolate in the world. That would be way too much chocolate. You do get all the chocolate in the pot, though, which is still way too much chocolate. Now, while we would play, we would sing the classic dreidel song. I'm sure some of you know the dreidel song, am I right? Yeah? Well, I would love to sing some of it for you, but I think I'm going to need some help with this one. Is there anyone here who can help me sing the dreidel song? You don't have to know the words. That's not a prerequisite, I promise. Anybody? Do you want to help me? What's your name? JT. Nice to meet you, JT. Everybody give a hand up for JT. All right, now tell me, JT, do you know the words to the dreidel song? You know the ones you sang. All right. Well, I will not make you sing the entire thing by yourself. I might get into trouble if I do, actually. But the way we'll do this is I'll sing most of the words to the dreidel song, and when it's time for him to say one word, I'm going to lift this dreidel I've got in my hand up over my head. Now, can you guess what word I want you to say? Dreidel. Dreidel, exactly right. Can we try just the dreidel bit before we do the whole thing?
In melody or
just the word. All right.
Dreidel.
There we go. I think he's got it. Is everyone ready to hear JT and I sing?
Yes.
All right, JT, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I have a little
Dreidel.
I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then
Dreidel.
I will play. Oh,
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then
Dreidel.
I will play. Everybody give a hand for JT. Thank you so much for helping me out, JT. Now, I do have to admit, we did not sing the dreidel song like this when I was a kid. But I have always loved my family's Hanukkah tradition so much. That's why I was thrilled to be able to get out into the world and see how people in different places and cultures celebrate Hanukkah. Did you know that in Yemen and North Africa, they make the 7th night of Hanukkah a celebration of women? It's called Hag Habanat, the holiday of the daughters, in honor of all the strong women connected to the Jews' battle for freedom. On this night, the synagogue is open just for women to worship the Torah, dance, and bless their daughters and fellow Jewish women. Oh, and in Turkey, they have a holiday on the last night of Hanukkah they call Merenda. It literally translates to snack. The night is basically a giant potluck. Families travel to each other's homes, sharing home-prepared dishes and foods. I mentioned we like to eat, right? On this day, children collect flour from their neighbors, chanting and singing, "Give us flour, so that God will give you life." Oh, and speaking of music and songs, in Argentina, many Jews actually speak in a Judeo-Spanish language called Ladino. And there's an old Ladino song sung by many Argentinians to celebrate Hanukkah called Ocho Candelitas. It literally translates to 8 little candles. You know, I actually learned a few bars of this one. Would you folks like me to play some for you? Yeah! Fantastic. It's one of my favorites. Oh, 1 little candle, 2 little candles, 3 little candles, 4 little candles, 5 little candles, 6 little candles, 7 little candles, 8 candles for me. Isn't that such a fun song? Thank you. And you know, there are so many wonderful Hanukkah songs and traditions out there in this great big world. And it seems that no matter where you are, Hanukkah is about remembering the miracle, remembering to be a light, and celebrating with food, fun, and most importantly, family. Now, before I leave all of you, I'd like to share one more song with you. I'm sure that many of you know this one, but for those of you who don't, it's called Oh Hanukkah. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Cradles to play with and vodkas to eat. Clap along with me. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Thank you. Chag Sameach. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Please enjoy the rest of your day here at the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays.